Hi friends, today's video is a review on the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Foundation. So let's see what it says that this is. So it is a weightless, breathable liquid foundation with a smooth glide formula which dries to a natural skin-like finish. It is long-lasting and won't dry out your skin or oxidize. So this retails for $38 at Sephora. It comes in 48 shades. The shade I have is 140C. And the amount of product you get in this are 28 milliliters or 0.94 fluid ounces in this lovely tube. The coverage is medium but buildable, and it has a natural finish. And it says that it's for skin types that are normal, combination, or oily. This is also free from parabens, and I also think that it's scent free because when I've used it, I didn't really smell any fragrance or any sort of scent, so I really like that. One caution that I would have to say, so this is a liquid foundation and it does separate, so when you open it, make sure that you shake it really well before, just because if you don't, and it's happened to me, so I thought I'd share. I didn't shake it and I just opened it and it just leaked out, like this liquid just leaked out. So just make sure that you shake it first, and when you open it, just hold it straight and use it like that because you don't want the product leaking out of there. So the way they recommend you apply this foundation to your skin is with your fingers. But they also say you can use a brush or a beauty sponge. I have tried all three techniques already, and my favorite, or the one that works best for my skin, was a beauty sponge. And I felt that's because it added a bit more hydration as I was applying this foundation to my skin. So now let's get into the demo. So before I apply it, let's talk a little bit about the packaging. I really like the packaging. I think it's very minimalistic and very nice, very modern. The applicator I really like. It's very gentle on the skin. It has no harsh edges, and it's not too hard where it's uncomfortable to use on my skin. So I really like that they thought about the comfort aspect when it comes to this type of applicator. So before you start applying this to your face, like I said, make sure you shake it because it does separate. So if you don't shake it and you're holding it like this and you open it, it tends to spill. It's happened to me, so just make sure you give it a nice shimmy shake before you apply it. And I'm going to use my beauty blender to apply this on my skin just because I have tried this before and I just like using the beauty blender. I find that it has the best application for this particular foundation on my skin. So I'm just going to start applying it everywhere. I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and blend it all out. Just pat it in. So right away, when I'm blending this in, it feels really light. Like I feel like I don't have anything on, but there is a nice silky feeling to the foundation, which I really like. I did order this online, so it's a touch lighter than my skin, but that's okay. We can bronzer it up. So right away when I'm blending it, I'm noticing it's not blending as nicely as I would want it. It kind of has this powdery look to it that kind of just looks like to be sitting on top of my skin. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let's blend it all out and talk about it. So one thing I'm noticing right away is that if you have texture on your skin, which I do right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it makes it really stand out. So that's not good. And then my pores just don't, it makes them look a bit more noticeable. See if you guys can see here. my pores just look a bit more visible than they would with other foundations. And here it seems to be a bit dry, but not the worst. It's not as bad as other foundations that I've reviewed. So far, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. One thing, it is very pigmented, which is really good. I don't think this oxidized. I have tried it on before, and it didn't oxidize, so I like that about it. It stays true to the color. It is a medium coverage. I would need some concealer around here, but I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup and then we can talk some more. Okay, so makeup is done, and I have to say it didn't oxidize, and I was worried because after I blended it into my skin, it didn't blend in like a usual, like any of my other foundations that I really like do, which are more on the creamy side. This one's more runny, but it kind of had a satin finish, like almost powder-like, that felt like it was just sitting on top of my skin. So I didn't love that, and the moment I would touch it, it would move, so I would like get some on my hand. So I think if you're wearing a mask with this and you're working in an office, you would be like kind of losing a lot of foundation throughout the day on your mask. But I absolutely love how lightweight this is. I feel like I have absolutely nothing on. It feels so nice and light, and just applying it to your skin feels really nice, and it has a nice texture to it. It's liquidy, but at the same time, it has this silky texture to it, which was very nice. I do like the applicator. I like that it doesn't oxidize, and I like that it doesn't have any weird smell to it. So that was a bonus, but I don't like the finish as much. I don't like how it really highlights pores and texture. So on my chin here, there is a bit of texture, and like just it's very noticeable because it just seems like it's drying it out. And my skin doesn't feel like it's dry when I touch it, but when I look at it, it looks a bit drier just because of that satin finish. And I have to say that overall, I think this foundation would work better for me in the summer months when my skin is more on the combination side and I have more of my natural oils coming through. I would definitely not recommend this for someone with dry skin. Like I'm more normal to dry right now because it's winter, and I'm noticing that it's not quite working with my skin the way I would like it to. But if you have dry skin, definitely I would not recommend this for you. I don't think it would work very well. But if you have combination or oily or normal skin, I think you might like this foundation. It just feels like I have nothing on, which is such a great feeling, especially when you have to wear makeup all day for work, or you just choose to. I find that feeling like I have nothing on is such a great feeling, and it just speaks to the foundation that, you know, they really put some thought into it to make sure that you feel comfortable and your skin feels comfortable when you're wearing it. So I just wanted to do a little check-in and show you guys how the foundation is wearing. It's been 6 hours since I applied it, and I have to say I really like how it's looking now. Now that my natural oil started coming through, that dryness that I had on the chin kind of calmed down a little bit. There is a bit of redness coming through on my chin and around my nose. But that's because I didn't put any concealer around there. I just wanted to kind of see how the foundation does throughout the day. Once my natural oil started coming out, the foundation did kind of get a bit less powdery looking, and it's now starting to look a bit more dewy. I do like the way it's wearing so far. I would not use this as a winter foundation. I would use it as a summer foundation. I think it would actually wear really nicely in the summer. And I just wanted to say, if you have dry skin, I still don't think this is the foundation for you. Like, for me right now, I'm more on the dry side, and it took a while for it to kind of blend with my natural skin oils and settle on my skin so it looks nice and skin-like. So I would say if you have combination or oily skin, I think this foundation could work really nicely for you. But for dry skin, I just don't think that this is it. But I would definitely try this again in the summer. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you've liked it. Leave me any comments below if you've tried this foundation, what your thoughts were on it, or if there's any other products that you'd like me to review. Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys next time.